things that we need to talk about this evening. Because this is a really important part of our history. It's the 40th anniversary of the EKKA, which has been established in the east of England and from Ipswich. And it's been largely brought about by a very few people to start with, and then it's grown and it's in fact gone international. We have EKKA, which is now in Australia, that's AKKA. And we have competitors who've represented England at international level, British champions, we've had world medalists, European medalists, British champions, English champions, the list goes on and on and on. We also have been involved in martial arts in other ways, kickboxing, wacko. We have international champions, world champions in that. So what I'd like to do is, before we go any further, is ask you guys, and this will only work if you're prepared to tuck away some of that humility and stand up and be counted. If you have won an English national title, and it doesn't matter whether it was 30 years ago, House Lotley, or whether it was yesterday, Ryan J. It doesn't matter. Can you stand up, please, so we can just celebrate your successes? English or British champions? If you went on to become an international representing England, can you stand up, please? Absolutely brilliant. If you were lucky enough and able to have won a medal at international level, either at European or world level, stand up, please. But we don't stop there. We don't stop there, because once you've finished competing, there are other journeys that you can take. Some of us take refereeing, others take coaching. And we're lucky enough to have a number of coaches among us. We have Paul Harris, who is the regional coach for England, EKKA coach. Stand up, Paul. Take it back. Gavin Pack is assistant national coach. Stand up there. So we have some really, truly great karateka among us. We also have some special people, and I'd like to just introduce them. We have two special guests. The first one is somebody who's been involved in karate for many, many years. You've seen some of the photographs on the slides here. He's the president of the English Karate Federation, the National Federation for Karate in England. He's also the chairman of the European Karate Federation. He's on the World Technical Committee for Karate, and instrumental in trying to get karate into the Olympics in 2020. In fact, he was instrumental in getting karate into the Paralympics, and it's just been announced over the last few weeks that karate will now become part of the Paralympics in 2020. That man is Michael Billman. Now, special guest of honour, and I have to say it is an absolute delight from my point of view to have this man come along to our celebration for this evening. Probably the best karate coach the world has ever seen in modern times. There's no doubt about that. English national coach for some 30 years. He's also, whilst he was national coach, apart from being a world champion in his own right, he's also been coach to 90 world title holders. 90. Can you believe that? 90. And many of the people in this room were on the squad when this man was the coach. Some of the photographs you've seen when he was a younger man used to come down to Ipswich and duff us all up with Ishabru, and He received an OBE from the Queen for being coach for Great Britain in winning back-to-back world titles through the 80s. Ticky Donovan OBE. What a great friend and an absolute inspiration to everybody, Ticky. Can you just, I mean, over the years you've come up to us. He's Lenny's hero. Lenny's hero, much to this disgrace. Lenny's hero. But your partnership with the EKKA, Ticky, do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, not very good at this. Well, it goes back a long time ago when Mick Blackwell and I were both Waterloo, and we done some training together, and we was both in them days, early days, a bit of a rebel. Because I went off to make Ishiru, and Mike went off to make Korean karate. And I think that's what kept us sort of together, because he was running his thing, I was running mine, we used to get together, do some training, and there's some super memories. When I look round the hall and I see so many faces of people I know, and I've seen on the squad, and I've seen people didn't go on the squad, used to come on the summer camp, Blugies used to come and nick a load of trophies. So it made the standard better, but we've always had such a great relationship together with the two groups. So, you know, it's an honour to be here, but I feel like I'm amongst friends anyway. I feel relaxed, and especially with Lenny, yeah.
Thanks very much, Ticky. That was absolutely wonderful. What we'd like to do now is before Ticky seat again, this would not have come about where we are today, sitting in this room, having a wonderful meal with so many friends and so many memories, if it wasn't for a really great friend of mine, and the person I owe much of my destiny, in fact, in my life, because I was a bit of a lad, to be honest with you, and I could have gone in the wrong direction. But this chap, this guy, put me on the straight and narrow and really sorted me out. Mick Blackwell. And Mick, obviously, you know, EKKA means everything to you. It is you. There's no doubt about that. And what we would like to do is to recognise and respect all of what you've done for us over the last 50 years in martial arts, 40 years in the EKKA, is to ask Ticky if he would award you your 9th day.
I've got to say a few words. I just want to say, obviously, thanks to Ticky Donovan, and most of all, of course, Bill Brennan, who actually arranged all this. I want to say thanks to Ivan Butson, who's been running around like a maniac doing all the work while Bill's pretended to. I don't want to go on and on, because obviously we want to go on with the interviews and dancing and this sort of thing, but I just want to say to you that when karate first started, it was just so different to it is now. I had to travel, I used to hitch to Colchester 20 miles every week to go and train, and I used to hitch back sometimes in the snow and this sort of thing. But karate was just a really special thing. Now, people moan about going around the corner to train, or they don't turn up if it rains, or it's too sunny and they go off, or whatever. But we train really hard. And, you know, and I used to pick Bill up in the morning, on a Sunday morning, my old car, drive him out to Sudbury so we could do some training and bring him back. Later on, of course, I used to do the same thing myself. I drove out to Ticky's club to do training, or mostly the fighting, because in those days you had 1 or 2 black belts in your club. That was amazing. I think you had something like 60 black belts then. It was just an amazing thing. So you go along to fight, and that was just a brilliant time. And also, one of the highlights of my karate career, I guess, was, apart from getting your black belt, which has got to be the most important thing, was being asked to be an instructor on Ticky's course. And that sort of made me, the first time, on the first morning I stepped out, 300 people were going to be there for the week. And Ticky said, warm them up, and you walk out and you think, oh my God, I hope I don't muck this up. Because him, all the other senior black belts, and all these, a lot of the students were internationals. You know, they weren't just, you know, there was white belts and green belts, but these guys were internationals. You had to teach them, and later on you had to fight them. And the fight was amazing, of course. It was absolutely amazing. And to me, that was one of the best times in my life. But I mean, if I was going to give advice to anybody doing karate, want to get somewhere, and I think Ticky will probably know this from me, I did every course there was. I did the course with Japanese originally, and then when Ticky and then with Dominic Valera ran the course, I never missed. If Ticky ran a course, I would go there. But if you're going to learn stuff, you have to go and train with the best people. Now, you've got some brilliant coaches here. I mean, Len was our coach for years, turned out some great internationals. You've got Paul now, of course, and he's doing the same job. Bill did it, and of course I did it originally because there wasn't anybody else. I led the team out, I did the coaching, I got everybody to go. But now it's different, and we're still up there. And the EKK is still one of the top associations that fight in the EKF Nationals. We're always up there at the top 3 or 4 of the medal table, which I like. And I'm not saying it's all about competition, because it isn't. We need the people in the grassroots. We can't send out people if we've got that person in the club. They need people to fight, they need people to train with, and we want to bring people on. And that's what we try and do in the EKK. We're not just interested in competition, we're interested in everybody. There's a lot of instructors here who haven't fought in competition because maybe they're not competitive. Not everybody is competitive. Particularly extra competitive, there's no doubt about that. In just about everything, I would say. Bill, another one, and there's a lot of people sitting around here who are really competitive. But I would say to you, go on the courses, learn as much as you can, and then you can teach that to your students and turn it with students. So a lot of the stuff I taught over the years came from this man, because I just copied it and taught it as mine. Okay? And Dominic Blair the same. So if you guys are going to be great instructors sometime, what you want to do, go on the courses, learn, and then pass it on. Just to finish, I'd like to say thanks to everybody for coming, because I think it's absolutely brilliant to see you all here, and I'll try to say hello to everybody during the night before you get too drunk and don't know who I am. Thank you.
Okay, so absolutely wonderful to see that happen, and many, many years of enjoyment. What is really lovely is that Mike, his son and daughter, Alani and Michael, are here to see him receive that award. And your dad is an amazing character, guys. Absolutely amazing character. Well done, Mick. Absolutely fantastic.